What is up? Can everyone hear me? Check 1, 2. Testing, testing. Is this thing on? I don't like the fact that my mic is way over here. What? Hold on. I don't want to hear this. Okay. Here we go. Inaugural maiden voyage. Welcome. Not really the maiden voyage. Horns and Headlocks is back, folks. After, I don't know, almost 10 years in the can, this show is back. My name is The Brand. If you've ever listened to the show before, you know me. If you don't, well, welcome. My mic just fell down. No intro video yet. We're going to get a sick intro video for the show here. And I want my mic a little bit, if I could get a little bit closer, kind of square everything away here. Welcome. So here's the show. We are now, as you can see, we are now here on Mixcloud. This is where the show's going to be. This is kind of the mothership of the show here on Mixcloud. We want to thank them for hosting us, making it really easy to host the show that the brand wants to do. Bring you the wrestling stuff, also bring you the hard-hitting tunes. That's what we're getting back to basics here in the radio world for the brand. Horns and Headlocks. And yeah, it's cool. You know, the brand's been away. The brand's been doing a lot of stuff on YouTube. You can check out my channels, Hicks TV, Beyond the Riffs, Pro Wrestling Planet. That'll give you an idea of kind of what I've been doing the last 9 years or so, raising children, etc., etc. Shout out to them. Shout out to Cam, Murphy, my wife out there somewhere as well. Hello, honey. And yeah, so this is kind of the maiden voyage of the show. I wanted to welcome everyone to the show. We're going to be playing some jams here in a bit. I got my homie Vito coming on here after a while, around 8:30 or so Pacific time. I'm a West Coaster. We're on the West Coast here, you know. If you don't know, if you're listening from abroad or wherever you're listening or watching from. West Coaster. So Vito, that's the agenda for tonight. Vito's going to be on at 8:30, and then my sons are going to come on at 9, and then you know, who knows what we're going to get into. There's going to be all sorts of exciting stuff to talk about and music to listen to. So thank you for joining us. Make sure that you follow. This is the only thing set up for this show right now. Pretty soon there'll be a YouTube and all that stuff, other ways you can listen to and process the show. It'll be in podcast form too, on Spotify and stuff like that, without the music, of course. So you want to hear me talking, hear the people talking. That's what we're going to be doing on that. And so, yeah, this is the maiden voyage here. It's going to be exciting. I want to start off this by telling you guys about a huge experience that happened in my life this last week. Try to keep things current here, all right? Now that we've had our introductions and all that stuff. My wife this past week took me to go see the one and only Bob Dylan. Bob Dylan, folks. The man's a legend. Gosh, I mean, what else can I say? The guy's a legend, right? And I tell you what, it was an experience. I'll tell you that. Now, just to give you kind of a precursor to this, it's not like I am a total hardcore Bob Dylan guy. Heard a lot of his stuff, love a lot of his stuff. but, you know, a tad before my time, if you will. But was still, you know, really respect the guy, love a lot of his material, right? So I was going to go check out this show. Now, just to give you a little bit of backstory, years ago, my best friend Cameron Sharp, who my son is named after, coincidentally, he went to go see Bob Dylan, and he was huge into Bob Dylan at the time. This guy quit his job to go watch Bob Dylan. Okay, that's how like into going to the show he was. And keep in mind, this is like 20 years ago. Okay, 20 years ago. And he went to the show. He came back and he told me, he's like, bro, I wish I wouldn't have quit my job and went to that concert. It was kind of lame. He was really old. He didn't even play guitar. Was like the big thing that he mentioned about that whole thing going down. I was like, yeah, man, you know, that's a super bummer or whatever, you know. But here we are 21 years later, whatever it is, and my wife here has taken me to the Bob Dylan show. And so we went and checked it out, and nice little time, all right? But I think my wife said it best when we pretty much like, so here's the rundown, okay? Just to put it short and sweet. Here's the rundown of the Bob Dylan concert, okay? He came out, first the band came out. They kind of played, you know, kind of warmed him out there, and then he came out, right? And I don't even know if he waved. He literally came out, looked at the crowd, may have waved, I don't even remember. He threw his hood up, sat down behind the piano, and this is what he did the whole night. Sometimes he stood up, sometimes he sat down. And he did that for about an hour. So, fun times, you know. He did not play guitar. So, Cameron, you're up there watching this, you're up there listening to this, you already know. I didn't get to see him play guitar in concert either. So, we definitely have that in common. But it was a nice time. It was a super wonderful time. I thank my wife for taking me out. We got to hear, you know, another thing, I don't know how much y'all know about Bob Dylan and what he does now. I think he's like 75 years old, 85 years old, something like that. Gosh, I want to say 85, but I don't know if that's like kind of pushing it, but he may have been. Literally, I mean, the guy's a senior citizen out there, and he just kind of, you know, he doesn't care, man. He does not care what people want to hear. He has all these hits, right? Has a catalog of hits. The only thing really recognizable that he played, All Along the Watchtower. There's a couple more songs that are like semi-recognizable of his, but they weren't like big hits of his, you know what I mean? Or songs that, you know, were famously covered or anything like that. So he goes out there, he plays what he wants to play, and that's it. That's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so. You know, that's kind of how that goes there. Man, this is awesome. You know, this maiden voyage of the show. I can't believe that I'm doing this again. Now I'm committed, guys. I am pot committed to doing this show every Sunday night, 8 o'clock Pacific time. And yeah, wherever, adjust that time to wherever you are, whatever you will. We're going to be talking about wrestling. We're going to be talking about music, mainly metal music, hard rock, variety, some stuff. You know, we're going to have some interviews on here. I'm going to have some very special guests. Big things are on tap, folks. You just watch, okay? You just watch, you just listen, and you just pay attention to what the brand's got going on. Because it's going to be lit, okay? And you're here for the very nucleus of it, okay? This is the very beginning. This is a remission statement. We did a handful of shows back in 2017. This is a drop in the bucket compared to that. But go check out those old shows too. Those were pretty cool. Those were originally hosted on CouvRadio.com. We're doing our own thing here. Make sure you check out Pro Wrestling Planet and Beyond the Riffs on YouTube. Pretty soon we'll have that channel here ourselves. But like I said, today we're going to keep it really simple. We're going to keep it very special. We're going to keep it very sweet. We're going to go into some jams here in a minute. And then we're going to bring on my good friend Vito. Vito and I, this is another thing that I had done throughout the last few years, kind of moonlighting in the podcast world with him. We launched a show originally off of Pro Wrestling Planet called the Pro Wrestling Planet Podcast, oddly enough. That morphed into a show called Super Kick Weekly. And we did that show for a good year or so. I got some really good traction, so I'm bringing him back. He's doing a segment here on Horns and Headlocks with me. Whenever he can join me, he is welcome. Pretty much going to be a weekly fixture, folks. You're going to have to deal with me, and you're going to have to deal with Vito. I want to thank Sarah Ann Hicks, 85, for throwing down some reactions in the chat. She's pretty hot from what I hear. But don't go spam her or anything like that. Anyway, guys, exciting things coming up. I'm kind of out of things to talk about. Oh, yeah. Vito and I are going to talk about some wrestling stuff. And then, like I said, my sons are going to come on later. We're going to talk a little bit about this UFC show, which is just wrapping up right now. It looks like, this is like the semi-main event. Sean Strickland's in the ring right now. The guy who just won the last fight before I came on the air, excuse me, he yelled out something about Michelle Obama being a man. So there's that. Do that with you what you will. This UFC show here on the White House lawn. Interesting thing. I mean, but it's just kind of I'm not gonna lie, kind of a bizarre thing to see. Bizarre, interesting, but kind of cool. I guess that's my take on it. I don't know. What do you guys think? If you're listening, if you're watching down there, let me know down in the chat, because right now the only people that can see this is exclusive right here on Mixcloud, Horns and Headlocks, bringing it to you. We're going to throw to some jams, folks. We're going to rock out here for a little bit. When I come back, the man, Big Vito T, going to be in the house with us. So stay tuned. Keep it locked right here on Mixcloud, Horns and Headlocks. Let's go. What is up, dude? Here we are.
Oh, yo.
It's a party.
Welcome.
We are partying, bro.
I know. It's been a while. How's it going?
It's been a while. Hey, speaking of it's been a while, you going to go see Aaron Lewis at our
that's definitely I'm going to be there.
Gathering?
Yep. That's the one.
Gathering of the locals?
That's the one I'm going to go see for sure.
I don't know. What about Tone Loc?
Yeah, well, the one I'm going to go see with my daughter is the Aaron Lewis one. Tone Loc I'm going to go see by myself or with whoever I go with,
All right.
Can't take my daughter to the Tone Loc concert.
Funky Cold Medina.
Yeah. We dancing to the Wild Thing with Willow.
Oh my gosh. Bow, 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 now.
What up? What are we
What's
doing,
up,
man?
man? Here we are. Well, we brought,
This is
here we
awesome.
are. It's Horns and Headlocks, the relaunch of that show now. You may remember our man, Big Vito T here from the Super Kick Weekly podcast.
Super Kick Weekly.
Super Kick Weekly podcast, as my son would say. Or, excuse me, geez. Maybe the Pro Wrestling Planet podcast. I don't know. You may have seen him reffing a match around the state of Oregon, indies a time or two. You know, you never know.
And one in California.
There you go. Totally forgot all about that.
Yep.
But
one match.
Gosh, Vito, I brought you in. I mean, this is a segment we're going to talk about some wrestling.
Sweet.
Do
I
the
like
wrestling thing. You got to kind of maybe fill me in a little bit. I've been gone all week, pretty much.
Right.
Going to Bob Dylan concerts, going on vacation.
Gotcha.
To the coast.
Sometimes.
So I've caught some bits and pieces of stuff. WWE world looks like everything is pretty standard. They're just kind of setting up a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. What sticks out to you? What happened this week?
WWE is pretty much copy and paste from last week. It's the same that's been going on all month, pretty much. A lot of King of the Ring stuff. Let's see.
Oh yeah, the King of the Ring.
Yeah.
Jade Cargill's wig flying off on SmackDown. I didn't see that.
Oh yeah, that was horrible. She claimed it on social media though. She came on there and embraced it. So
at least she owned it up to it, right?
Yeah. So yeah, King of the Ring's the big thing going on right now.
KOTR.
Yep. And the Bloodline is still going strong. They somehow made another.
The Bloodline storyline has went longer than the NWO.
Yeah, they somehow made another little branch off of the Bloodline angle. Oh man, it just never. I mean, now that Jacob's with Roman, now he's gonna try to recruit Solo. It's like, come on, like let's. Is this really gonna go full circle? And are they going to bring in another one before this is over? Is Zilla going to come in?
I'm cool with that, but like, who's going to take him down? You know what I mean? Is this all like just a setup for Oba?
No, this is forever.
To take everyone out. And I'm talking about like the long game, you know? Hopefully there's something like that going on.
I don't think there's a long game, Bran. I think this is the long game. I think forever now the WWE is just going to have this Bloodline angle just sitting here. Like forever, this is the thing that sits here.
Well, now we know what Roman meant like 2-3 years ago at that press conference when he was like, we're only in the like third inning or whatever.
Oh, that's right.
We believe you now, brother.
Yeah. Oh, we acknowledge you now.
It went to like the background for a second, you know, but now it is the show again. It is the story.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. I would rather there be that story than no story.
That's true.
Which was kind of like what we had for a minute there, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was just kind of stuff happening. We had the Vision story last year, which failed.
Yeah, I wasn't into that.
So instead of going off of that, they just went back to the Bloodline.
Yeah. So like, let me see. Where's my thought? Oh, Judgment Day. That's another one of those faction things that are just holding on.
You
And
know, I'm so amazed that it's lasted this long,
well,
right?
I'm wondering because is there going to be another member come over here and reignite the Judgment Day flame? Because that's what I feel like just happened with the Bloodline. Because it turned into the solo thing, and then the Bloodline thing just disappeared, and then all of a sudden that Bloodline thing came back, and the solo thing, and oh man, I'm just wondering what other stables are gonna come back after almost being gone again. It's
Let's
just
reboot
insane to
the
me.
let's reboot the Four Horsemen.
Oh, there you go. Or Right the Censor. Ooh, that was a good one.
The League of Nations.
Oh no. Yeah, that'll go over real smooth these days.
Let's reboot the League of Nations. Let's see who else. The Job Squad.
Ooh, yeah, but now
Okay.
people will get online and be all sensitive about it. You see Stevie Richards get online and talk about Kevin Nash calling him a jobber.
Oh no, I
Oh,
didn't.
that's a good video to watch.
I mean,
He sticks up for him and Maven, and he's like, I know he thinks we're jobbers. He doesn't even say the word. He's like afraid to say the word.
I wouldn't call them jobbers, really. I mean, but they were definitely not even mid carders. They were lower mid carders.
Yeah.
Lower
Yeah.
mid carders, and that's fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
Oh
know what
no,
I
they were
mean?
that's where they were. And I enjoyed
They
both of
weren't
those guys.
they weren't curtain jerkers and they weren't jobbers. Come on. Jobbers were the guys that, just showed up and got paid, $20 that night to,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? See you later,
So
buddy.
so
Hot
the other
dog and an
thing
orange juice.
shake of the hands and you're welcome back next month.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, WWE of course is in my opinion anyway, a little boring and you know, I'm kind of over not
They're
over it,
playing
just
the
kind of
long game,
almost out
brother.
of
They
it.
gotta build to the big SummerSlam. They gotta
But
sell these tickets
I'm 41
for
years old, so I've said that at least 3 times in my life. The fact that I'm over WWE, and I
it's
always
hard to
jump
not
back
be
in,
cynical at times, you know what I mean? It really
and
is.
I always jump back in. But something that
What's
does have my interest, segue,
nice seg.
is all elite wrestling. You know me.
AEW, what's going on in the AEW world? I've been kind of dipping my toes in the
Well,
AEW world recently. I've almost ordered the last couple pay-per-views, but
oh,
I've refrained.
they would have been worth it. Not
Yeah.
worth the. I'm not sure if the $60 is the number worth, but
Well, I can get it for 50 with the HBO Max, I think, but that's besides the
oh
point.
yeah, yeah. Whew. So they have the Owen Cup going on right
Owen
now.
Hart tournament going on.
Yeah,
This is like the third or fourth year for that now,
yeah,
right?
yeah. And
Sweet.
so and that is leading up for Forbidden Door, which is one of my favorite AEW pay-per-views. I love Forbidden Door.
Forbidden Door.
Yep.
It's the thing. Haven't really been following Japan really much at all. So it's kind of, I don't know who the guys are from there.
Yeah, I
I
don't
know
follow
Sabre's
Japan either.
Sabre's fighting Omega, right? I heard
Yep,
that.
yep. Oh man, I like Zack Sabre Jr.
I think he's cool.
Like,
Whatever.
like I don't follow New Japan. I catch clips and headlines, big stuff that comes out, whatever pops through Facebook or the twits. But but I there's some guys that I like, and Zack Sabre Jr. is one of them. I like when he came over here and wrestled last couple Forbidden Doors. So um,
There you go.
and the Forbidden Door card is Just the beginning of it's looking kind of interesting.
So that's the next pay-per-view coming up.
Yes.
So they've got Omega, Saber, anything
That
else
is
officially
in
announced?
2 weeks,
Okay.
June
Right
28th.
on.
So we got Osprey and Swerve Strickland for the Owens Cup. They're the finals. And the winner of that receives the championship at All In Wembley. So, I mean, is there even a chance Will Ospreay is going to lose that match and not get the title shot at Wembley?
I'd put money on it.
Yeah.
But you never know. They could, throw a curveball and have him get in some other way, brother.
Oh, that's true. Give him an even bigger match at All In. You never know.
Or, he just got to fight to make it a 3-way or something,
That's
Who
a
knows?
good one. And then there's the Women Cup finals. So that's Hazuki and Mercedes Moné. And then Athena and Maya World. So whoever wins those 2 matches will go for the Women's Cup.
All right.
Then we got Omega and Zack Sabre Jr. And then the Women's World Championship is Thekla and the Starlight Kid. Ever hear of the Starlight Kid?
No,
Yeah.
I have not seen the Starlight Kid yet.
She looks like she's got like the tiger tiger something mask. I don't want to mess up the name.
Oh,
but
she's a Tiger Mask
yeah,
descendant?
yeah, it's a mask, but it looks like the tiger.
Was she like officially given this by somebody? Is that the gimmick?
I don't know. I just see the picture of her.
That would be cool, though. The first lady Tiger Mask?
Yeah.
Why hasn't that been done yet?
It looks like
it?
similar to the same mask that Lee Moriarty wears
Okay.
out to the ring.
So it's like a puma. It's a puma, man. Prince Puma. No, that's Ricochet. Prince Puma.
I'm trying to see here. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything that says anything about it, but the mask does look cool. So that's
Sweet.
cool. I like that. And then this is the one that's interesting to me. So it's a steel cage match, okay? It's Team Briscoe, which is Mark and 5 other people. So 6 people, okay?
A 12-man tag.
A 12-man cage match. So it's Mark and 5 to be announced versus MJF, Kevin Knight, and 4 to be announced. What do you think about that?
So they are linking up MJF with Kevin Knight. Not whole deal.
Oh yeah, Kevin Knight is. I don't know. His heel turn has interested me. I'm not in love with it, but I'm interested. He's got an interesting heel character to him. I like it.
It's fine. I don't know if it's, you know what I mean? AEW has a tendency to do things so quickly, I feel like. I feel like it was quick, but here we are. So we're doing it anyway.
I'm not a fan of Speedball Mike Bailey in a tag team.
Really?
Yeah. I want to see him do individual stuff. I like him.
All right.
Yeah.
I don't think a lot of guys can really keep up with him. That's kind of my take on him.
Yeah.
So, like, I think you kind of got to hide him in, like, a tag or a 6-man or something like that.
You got to put him with the right people.
True. There are some guys that could roll with him.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know. I haven't been looking super closely, but, man, I got to just think off the top of my head. Has he wrestled... I don't know. Has he wrestled like the Martin guy yet? That would be sweet.
Ooh, I don't know. Either one of the Martin brothers, that would be cool.
Who is that one
Dante
guy?
or
Andretti. Also, Andretti would be good.
Action Andretti.
Who else? That one guy. The older guy. The older guy who's really good.
I don't know. The older guy.
Scorpio, not Scorpio Sky, but he's like, I don't know. Scorpio Sky would be cool. I don't think he's with the company anymore.
No,
though.
he is. He
Oh,
does work
really?
for the
Okay.
company, yeah.
But Christopher Daniels is retired.
He's a manager. He manages
okay.
some team in Ring of Honor, I think. I don't remember what guys he's with. I just saw his name pop up.
Well, either way, here we are. We're riffing on just the wrestling stuff for the week. If you're joining us on Mixcloud, you could give us a comment. We can talk about it on the air. A lot of the times they're going to have a little bit more of a plan. As far as this goes, going to have a certain topic, maybe a list that we're going to make together or something like that, because that would be great. What they call reusable content in the business.
Reusable content. I like that.
But Vito, dude, I'm sorry, bro, but we've flown through our segment here.
Oh,
this is
all right.
We got to wrap things up. I already got to let you go.
It was a pleasure. Well, we'll do more next time.
But hey, hang with me. We're going to go ahead and do this. We're doing this every week, man, every Sunday. So strap yourself in. Sometimes it'll be longer depending on what we're doing, but to keep it flowing for tonight, we're going to go ahead and go into some jams for now. And then we're going to bring my sons on at 9 o'clock for a minute to talk about some stuff. And then...
Nice. I'll tune in for that.
I'll close it out at the end of the night, just kind of talking about whatever, wrapping things up. Maybe I'll play extra music. Who knows?
Nice.
But Vito, thank you very much for joining me, man. Here we go.
Thanks for having me.
Keep it locked. Keep it locked on Horns and Headlocks. Yeah. What is up, everyone? We are back live here, and I'm joined by two very special guests, Cameron Hicks and Murphy Hicks. Hey. My sons, what's up, guys?
Hey!
You are on the official relaunch edition of the Horns and Headlocks show live here on Mixcloud. What do you guys think of that?
I mean, I'm very honored. Yes, so am I.
I'm honored to have you guys.
It's a very special day.
I'm honored to have you guys. Summer has started.
Yes.
That'd be a good way to kick it off, right?
Yes, definitely.
How is summer going for you guys so far?
It's great. The best summer yet.
Got some exciting stuff planned, I know.
Yes.
You guys want to tell me a little bit about that?
Yes, coming up July 1st, I'm seeing MGK. Yeah. My favorite band.
Favorite musical artist.
And Wiz Khalifa.
It's going to be exciting, right?
Yes. Yeah, definitely.
And a fun summer, hopefully full of like swimming and doing cool, fun stuff. But mainly relaxing and not having to go to school, right? Am I right?
Yes, definitely.
Gosh.
I've been sleeping until 11 o'clock every day.
Whoa, man.
I keep waking up at 8 o'clock.
You're really pushing the envelope there, brother.
Yes.
Well, guys, what did we do? We kind of watched the UFC show today.
Yes.
Cameron watched at least part of it with me. What'd you think of that?
It was awesome. I liked the first fight a lot. It was an actual knockout. I've never seen that before. Because usually the fights that I've seen, people are just like playing around. Like, it's like it.
A lot of playing around and stuff.
Yes. Yeah, usually I see that too, but I didn't see the knockout tonight.
Overall, yes, I will say that most of the fights were very exciting from what I saw. I had to kind of stop watching it to start getting ready for the show here. Yeah. But all the fights were pretty short and sweet and to the point, you know, and they were pretty I don't know if the guys were just mismatched that much and they kind of set it up that way or what. But the show itself was exciting. If you have the Paramount Plus, check it out. I'm sure if it's not over, well, don't check it out right now. Go watch the replay later.
Yes.
You're watching the brand Horns and Headlocks, and the sun's here on Mixcloud, or you're listening to it, or whatever you're doing. What do you, before we move on, just one other thing here about the UFC deal. What do you guys think as kids? What do you think? You guys have not lived a very long life so far. Let's just call it what it is, okay?
Yeah.
But what do you think about seeing something like that? What we witnessed tonight, a fight, UFC fights on the White House lawn. Just like what do you think? What do you guys think of that?
Well, I personally think that it's I think that that's like probably the best arena that they could put it in, because that is where a lot of people live, and that's a very popular place that pretty much everyone knows where and knows about it, and that would probably give UFC a lot of money. So yeah.
Not a bad take. Cameron, what do you think?
It's awesome because a bunch of our U.S. presidents have like lived there in their presidency.
Pretty much all of them, right? I think
Yes.
all of them. Maybe a guy had to be out because of a fire or something once, but I think
And
pretty much all of them.
our president was watching the fight on his birthday today.
He was right there.
Yes.
I think it's his birthday. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. I know I said that while we were watching it. I'm pretty sure it was Trump's birthday, and that's like kind of the whole part of this whole deal, but
Yeah.
we don't want to put that. Pretty sure it was, though. That was part of the deal.
Yeah.
But how they set it up was like great. It was
an interesting aesthetic, as they would say, huh? The look of
yeah.
it. Interesting. All right, then. Well, moving on from the UFC talk, I guess. I guess we talked about UFC. We talked about summer.
Yeah.
All kinds of good stuff happening as far as that goes. We kind of glossed over it earlier, but let's go back to this. You mentioned that we're going to see MGK, Machine Gun Kelly, as he's otherwise known as, and you say that he is your favorite
Yes.
artist of all time. So pretty huge deal, pretty cool. You must have pretty cool parents, huh?
Yes. I am spoiled.
You know, we do what we can, folks. You know, I don't want to kind of put it out there like that, but yes, we do what we can. We'd love to take our kids to these concerts. You guys, this isn't the first time you've been to you guys have been to several concerts, though.
Yes.
You guys are concert veterans at this point. Tell us about tell me about some of your favorite concert memories. Tell the people about your favorite concert memories.
My favorite concert memory, I have actually two. One, I'll save the best one for last, but one, we were at I guess it's kind of a concert, but we were at the fair with,
Hey, the fair concerts count, bro. Vito
Yeah.
and I were talking about that earlier about the people playing our fair this year. It's pretty funny. Anyway,
yeah,
go ahead. So fair concert.
we were seeing Fuel.
Oh yeah, the Fuel concert last year. That was sweet.
It was awesome because,
We were right there.
yes, we went up, like, me and you went up to the very front, because, like, yeah, and then I got to high-five the singer, and I got to,
Did you get like a pick or something?
yes, I got a pick, and the guy let me, like, not actually, like, play the guitar, but, like, during the end, like, after they were doing, like, their solo, or whatever, I got to like play it for a second. It was awesome.
A friend of the family hooked us up with second row tickets
Yes.
to that show, and it was amazing. We were right there in front. Yeah, she got to play the guitar, strum the strings, got the pick, all that great stuff. Murphy, what about you? Are you piggybacking off of that, or do you have a different memory you want to throw out?
I have a different memory I want to throw out. So so there was this one time, it was in Eugene. We were going to an Escape the Fate concert. And there was like bleachers that we were kind of sitting on. And then, don't quote me on this because I'm not sure if he was waving at me, but Craig was waving at me during the song. And I was like recording and everything, and it was perfect, and it was perfect timing. And I'm like really sure of that because there was one time before that he actually saw me too, and it's like I'm following him or something. I don't really know. But
Craig, the lead singer, gave you a little wave. I'm pretty sure he was waving in our direction. I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
Maybe not. I don't know.
Also.
But yeah, when we saw with the emo orchestra, he came up and hugged you guys.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you guys got the stick from Robert. And that was also a very memorable experience.
I can go get that stick if you want me to.
Leave us some comments and let us know what could we do. Our seats, okay, we're not like in the pit for this MGK concert.
No.
But we're like in the first kind of section, kind of to the left of the show. So we're pretty up there, pretty decent spot. So what can we do to get on stage? Let us know down in the comments. Should we make a sign? I'm talking about for Cameron and Murphy, of course, or one or the other. What if he did that? What if that happened, Cameron? Okay, what if we did the sign and then he pulled Murphy up there instead of you? What would you do?
I would actually be pretty mad.
Well, listen, if that happened, it would just be kind of payback. Because remember, you got that drumstick at Emo Orchestra.
Yeah.
What? I mean, still though, it was great, but like
stirring the pot a little bit here.
I feel like if anything, both of us would be up there.
Yeah. I would really like to be up there. If I would if I was on stage, that would be awesome. But at the slightest, if he was right there. He
does pull kids up from time to time, so you really never know.
Yeah. If I was right there, he at least high-fived me, I would probably cry. He's my favorite. He has been my all-time favorite streamed artist on Spotify for I don't know how many years now, 5 maybe. But yeah.
Well, at least to make sure we get some good video of that.
Yes.
Wouldn't you know it? Talking all this MGK, and you would think that I'm gonna throw to a song of his, but I don't have one on here. So that's something. Sorry about that. But it is what it is. Next week I'll play some MGK for you, Cam. How about that?
Yes, that'd be awesome.
Hey, Dad.
Every Sunday, people, we're doing this 8:00 Pacific time. My sons will be pretty regular guests too. Depends on how good they are. If they get to come on and do a segment each week, and if they have something, they got to come up with something that we got to talk about, guys. You know what I'm saying?
Talk about wrestling.
Yeah, Murphy.
Well,
really
we could do more wrestling talk. But that's kind of what me and Vito just did. So we got to come up with something else. So far, you guys have been my resident UFC guys tonight, so that's pretty That's pretty sweet. And then we could do whatever else. We could do more wrestling talk. We're talking about music right now. You know what I mean? So it's horns and headlocks. It could be anything, man. It could be wrestling or music related, or it could be something completely off the cuff.
Yeah.
You just never really know what you're going to get here. We're like a box of chocolates.
Yeah. Yes.
Can I ask you guys a very important question?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sure.
And don't be capping with me, all right?
Okay.
Do I smell pork chops out there?
Yes.
Is
Mom's
Mom
making
cooking?
pork chops.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Smells so good.
And rice-a-roni, so.
Still going to be almost another hour, though, before I can eat it. Hey, I want to thank you guys very much for joining me here. Our time is pretty much came to a wrap.
Yeah, it's 9:14 right now.
What would you guys like to hear? Is there any, throw out a couple requests and maybe I can put them on the playlist here. Anything you guys want to hear besides MGK?
Falling in reverse.
Some falling in reverse. I got your back on that, bro. I can do that.
Yes.
What about you, Murph?
I've been kind of thinking about listening to some Point North.
Some Point North. I don't think I have any of that on there, but I'll get that on there for next week. Anything else?
Not really, no.
I got
Something older?
older.
Maybe some Escape the Fate, Murph?
Yes.
You down with that? Maybe I can throw that in.
Maybe some Green Day.
Green Day, okay. Interesting. Why not?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I love you guys.
Love you too, Dad.
We're going to go ahead and throw to some more jams. It's Horns and Headlocks on Mixcloud, baby. Stick with us. Follow the show here. We're going to play some music, and then I'm going to come back right around 9:30 and talk, I don't know, about something. We'll see what happens. It's Horns and Headlocks, baby. Keep it locked. It's that time of the night, folks. It's that time of the night. It's the time of the week. The show is wrapping up here. And I'm very just so thankful. I'm so thankful that at least as far as I know, things have pretty much went off without a hitch here. Everything that I envisioned it. So knock on wood, you guys don't speak too soon, right? But just the whole vision of the plan, like, hey, we're going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to get Vito in here. I'm going to get my sons in here. I'm going to open and close the show. The show is, you never know. Like I said, we're going to be doing so much different stuff. Hopefully interviewing musicians, wrestlers, interviewing anyone, really. Joe Blow off the street. We might be interviewing him on here. You just never really know what you're going to get on the show, and that's what's going to make it exciting. You get to see all these random characters connect with real people in the real world and get the real world thoughts and takes. That is my mission statement here, just to kind of push it along a little further here. My mission statement here on Horns and Headlocks. This feels right. This feels like what I want to do. I never wanted to end this show years ago, but I felt like it had kind of stalled, and I was really interested in what I could do on YouTube and just do different things on there. And I thought that I would be able to do something similar, if not better and more fulfilling over there. And that's what I went and did all kinds of stuff. Did the show with Vito, did the channels once again. If you want to check them out, my wrestling fans out there, Pro Wrestling Planet, for the rock and roll metal fans, specifically at this point Metallica fans, check out Beyond the Riffs on YouTube. Got a bunch of sweet videos I've made about Metallica on there. And the next video series I'm going to be doing on there is actually about the one and only Black Sabbath. I'm excited to take the journey. And that was kind of more or less the whole point of why I created that channel, is because I started a journey with Metallica and learning all about Metallica, sifting through interview clips and just doing all the work for numbers of years. And that led up to those videos. And anyway, now we're transitioning. We're going to do more. We're going to do more stuff, Black Sabbath videos, covering their albums. So we're going to go from the first album all the way to the 90s Tony Martin era, I imagine. But at some point branch off into Ozzy solo stuff and kind of somehow do that concurrently, and have it all make sense timeline-wise. So like after Ozzy leaves the band, I would do the Ozzy solo album and then Heaven and Hell, whichever one came first, So anyway, Beyond the Riffs on YouTube, check it out. I think I've rambled about it enough. But this right here, this is the whole other thing. This is the bread and butter. This feels like home. This feels like what I want to do. And I'm in control of it here on Mixcloud. That's so awesome. So far so good. Thumbs up. This way I can play music and I can act like I'm the radio guy, but I can also do the podcasting, re-upload some of this content. So just to kind of let you guys in on what you're in store for with the show. So this was going to be the time where I kind of got real with everyone. I want to thank Vito for coming on the show. That felt good to get on here with him again. Big Vito T, me and him go way back, like we mentioned, and talked about. And then of course my son's near and dear to me. The fact that I get to share this venture with them, have them on here to do fun stuff, is going to be also an amazing experience as well. I can't think of a better way to kick off the first show. It just makes sense, and like I said, it feels like home. Other than that, folks, as far as stuff to talk about, I'm kind of short on it. Things are going well. Like I mentioned, the big Bob Dylan show, but we got a big summer of concerts heading up. Coming up on the docket, of course, we're taking the kids to the MGK show, taking my wife to the Goo Goo Dolls show in July, hopefully. Doing some other shows. Who knows who else will pop up from there and there. Between here and there, rather. There's a whole bunch of shows I want to go to. So many good shows coming through the Northwest. It's always like when the tour comes through the Northwest, you're like, oh my, thank goodness they came to the Northwest stop. But a lot of the times, to be honest with you, some of the concerts, not gonna say all of them, some of them, the ones, you go to the ones that are like half empty, and the bands are like having a good time, but they're also thinking in the back of their minds like, fuck the Pacific Northwest. They're like, we hate driving all the way up here out of our way anyway. And then like we get half a house. This is why we don't come and tour this area. That's just kind of what I imagine that they say. Whenever some of these concerts, because it is a lot of the time. I mean, I don't know if there's just too many concerts, like people, I don't know, to get the people to come out around here, like you gotta be someone that's a draw, and you gotta be putting some asses in the seats. As Ric Flair would say, you gotta sell tickets. You know what I mean? So anyway, I don't know what my point was with all there, but yes, I don't think either of these shows are going to be like that. I think they're going to be pretty packed up, pretty packed out. And like I said, there's just so many shows to go to. Get out and go to a show, people. Even if it's local, go see. I don't know if people, if they have like local punk band shows or anything like that there, wherever you're going to there. Maybe they do, maybe they don't, I don't know, but it might be interesting to get Vinny back on here at some time. I'm totally just freestyling at this point, guys. Sarah Ann Hicks says, fantastic relaunch. Well, thank you very much. It feels like a great relaunch. You know what I mean? It feels good. I feel good about it. And that's the thing. When I kind of formatted the show out for today, I said, you know what? This last segment, the brand's just going to go on and feel it out. And that's what I'm doing, folks. I am feeling it out. And I am feeling it right now. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me. I'm going to go ahead and play some more music. I'm going to come back in about 15 minutes and wrap this baby up. Thank you very much for joining me here on Horns and Headlocks. Blah, blah, blah. Let's get it freaking going. It's that time of the night. I can't believe it's over. Gosh, 2 hours. It went by so quick. I want to thank everyone for joining me here. I know I got some people, a few peeps here. No, there's at least a couple peeps that are new that have been here. So make sure that you're, going to find your way back to me here on Mixcloud. I'll eventually have the segments uploaded to YouTube. So join us, participate, and you can be part of those YouTube videos too. And some good things can happen as far as that stuff goes, if you know what I mean. Because if the brand knows anything, the brand knows the YouTube game. And that's just putting it lightly, folks. All right. But here we are. I don't want to beat a dead horse with this thing, but I want to once again thank Big Vito T for coming on earlier, talking the wrestling with me. Near and dear to my heart. Check out Pro Wrestling Planet on YouTube. Also, want to thank my sons, Cameron Hicks, Murphy Hicks. Those guys are just the best, aren't they? They're handsome, just like their father. And, when we're on here all together, it's just it's a bunch of handsome guys hanging out. So, we know y'all love that. And Big Vito T, he himself is also, I'm comfortable enough in myself to say, he is also a handsome man. Handsome, good-looking people here on Horns and Headlocks. I don't care what anyone says, okay? Don't care what anyone says about us. That's the bottom line. Because the brand said so, or something of some sort. We got to play some cool music. That's always exciting for me. I love to do that, share the music with the people, and I like to talk with the people, and I like to do the things with the people. Doesn't that make sense? It's because we're all people. And we're all here, and we're all in this together. So, Horns and Headlocks every Sunday right here, Mixcloud, 8 o'clock. Unless something happens, you know what I mean? Like sometimes might not be on. Hey, who knows? Sometimes I might just get on here and spin, like on a random night. Just get on here and just play some tunes, and I won't actually be like on camera or anything. Maybe we'll do some impromptu stuff. You never know. That's why you gotta like or follow or whatever you do here on Mixcloud. Still the new kid on the block, even though we're reviving the show after 10 years here, okay? All right, people. I think I've rambled enough. I think I've talked enough. there's a huge pork chop dinner waiting for me right there. I'm very, very hungry. I'm going to carry you out here with one last jam. Going to play this track here from this band. They're called Holy Blade. And this is like some like new shit here, you guys. And hope you like it. And this is how I'm going to leave you out. Thank you very much for joining me here. Until next time, this is your excellent host, The Brand, on Horns and Headlocks. I'll see you next week, people. Thank you.